Well, I've been invited along to Willie Neal's house in Douglas. He's got some memorabilia that's been passed on to him by Jimmy Jackson, who went and fought in the Korean War in the 50s. And I didn't know much about that, but people from the Isle of Man actually still got drafted to fight in that war. And Willie, you can tell us more about it.
But there was an awful lot of Manx lads did serve in the Korean War.
And it was national service as such?
Yes, well, quite a lot of them were national, a lot of regulars. But there was quite a lot of national servicemen.
So they had no particular choice then? They just got drafted?
That's right, and there was Z-men. Z-men had to go too. They were the men, the younger ones of the Second World War. They were classed as Z-men, they were reservists. They had to go too.
Just when they thought it was all over from the Second World War, they
started up again, yeah.
And how many people from the Isle of Man went, do you think?
Oh, I wouldn't like to put a number on it. There's quite a few still alive that I know was in Korea. At the 50 years of the end of celebrating the end of the Korean War, the South Korean government made up their mind to invite so many of the veterans to come to South Korea at their expense, and Jimmy Jackson was one that was picked to go.
That must have been quite an amazing thing to go back after all those years.
It was. He was so cheap. He was so geared up to go. He was really. It was really good to see, because he had a bit of a bad time, like.
Right. I mean, we're looking at some pictures here. We think this is him because there's no actual identification on the back of everything. So there's lots of pictures of the Korean War. And then, as you say, he went back for this special event, and he was given like very American-style sort of hat. Yeah. And all this other paraphernalia, which is probably quite unique.
Yes, he was made by the South Korean government. He was made an ambassador of peace, of which we've got the certificate here. And there's a tie pin and cufflinks given by the South Korean government, and there's a badge, a lapel badge, to prove that he was given them.
Because, I mean, there's a lot of interest in this sort of thing nowadays, and you've decided, therefore, as you said already, you're going to hand it over to the museum down at Ronsway, isn't it?
Yes.
So when's that happening?
Saturday.
So will this be put on display?
Yes. Oh yes, yes. Oh yes, yes. We've been told that it could be put on display.